Hi, and welcome back to another podcast of the Main Character Complex podcast, where everything is about me, but not actually. I just talk about whatever I want. On this episode, I am joined by Echo Jack, a fellow friend and not a fellow American because I'm Australian. And in this episode, we're going to discuss America versus Australia, and all the differences. And I hope you enjoy it because this really ranges from all sorts of topics. Enjoy, comment below whatever you think or what you would like us or me to talk about next. And I don't know, enjoy. Thank you for watching, as always. I just need to know, how is your milk packaged?
Our milk packaged, in a carton.
Is it in a carton? Do you have them
Like,
like,
there's like plastic cartons, and then there's like paper cartons.
okay, so you guys are like normal.
It-
Do you have any like regions
So,
that do it in bags?
no, not here, but Canada
Okay,
has
it's
them in
Canada
bags.
that does that. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
we're
okay.
not milk bag people.
Okay, because I've seen some people be milk bagging, and I'm like, besties, please, what are you doing?
I have no idea why. I don't know if it's better. Oh, I gotta look up Canadian.
I think it's more like it uses less resources, like because it's less plastic, because it's like thinner plastic, but like
They look really funny.
they do look really funny. We have them in South America because I went there a few years ago, and that's when I realized that like America had it, but like not America, Canada, America. So I was like, what the hell is going on, guys?
Yeah, no,
Very weird
different
difference.
different America.
Different America, I see. Okay, well that's nice to know. We have cartons and like plastic bottles as well. So, and if
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
really fancy,
We're the
there's the
same.
glass ones as well. But like, no one's rich enough for that.
Yes, we're the same. We got the same stuff.
Okay, that's good. I was gonna say. All right, next up along that line that I've got on this list is gum packaging. How are your gums?
Gum
Yeah,
packaging.
like, cause I see in like the high school movies, you're like do the thing where you like share your gum in class, or like like when the guy is like, oh my god, I'm flirting with the girl, but it's literally just you giving your gum. How is it packaged over there? Because I've seen some really weird stuff in the
Okay,
movies.
so we have different like kinds of like gum that are packaged differently.
Okay, so what are
Sticks of gum,
standards?
sticks of gum are typically like in a paperback type of
Like papers folded
casing, and
over?
then yeah, kind of like a wallet.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then uh, typically they're wrapped in foil if they're like the big pieces of gum. But then we have like the tiny little like disc ones, which are in like circle plastic packaging.
Like Mentos,
Yeah, like Mentos.
but like with wrapping around it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
don't.
see.
I mean, there's also like we also have Big League Chew, which is a type of gum that is like baseball players eat.
What does that mean?
it's
Wait,
just it's just meant for people that play baseball, I guess.
that's so strange.
Um, but it's weird because it's as if you took like a block of gum and shredded it on a like cheese grinder.
A cheese grinder? You mean a cheese grater?
Yeah, it's.
You gotta send a pic in
Let
chat.
me. Yeah,
We
I'll
need
show.
visual aids for this one, guys.
This
What I'm
one
imagining, I
is.
think I'm imagining it wrong because no way is it
You
working
are
for me.
probably not too far off. It honestly. Oh my god, the green one was the best. The green one was so good.
Oh my god, why do they look like that? How is that at all efficient? In eating, it's exactly what I imagined.
Yeah, I don't.
Surely you're not
It's
munching on that in
weird,
class.
but you like if you were in Little League, you had to have it.
Oh Jesus.
You
Yeah,
had to have it, or else you weren't cool.
our gum is like I think we've got the sticks as well. Like uh we've got like these if you're like extra, these are more rare, but we've got like big sticks. What are they called?
Big sticks.
Yeah, so we've got big because our normal ones are small sticks. But then we see in America they've got the big sticks, so I think we went and copied to have big sticks, like you guys.
Big? Yeah. Okay. Wait, let
Let me see if I
me.
can find. Oh, it's called Five. Hold on. Five Gum Australia. Let me just grab these pics up. All right, we're gonna. Is this an ASMR video? Ew, that's gross.
We also have Hubba Bubba.
Oh yeah, we have that too. Is it in that wheel?
Yeah, the tape looking.
Yeah, the tape looking thing. So I'm sending
Okay.
this picture. This is of our big sticks. So these are a bit more rare, as in like there's only like one or two brands that have it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Chew five gum.
Sure, gum.
Yes. This
And
is
then
like.
we've got do you have extra the brand?
Yeah. We have extra.
Okay, and those are our small stripes, our small strips. We get them small.
Our extra is the same size as the 5 min.
Really? Okay, ours is
Yeah.
small. So that's what we're used to. We're used to like these small little. Here, I'll send a picture of it.
But we also have like the small extra.
Yeah, you probably
We
get
have
it in small
both.
ones. Okay, because our ones small is more common. So we've got like a few other brands that have them around that size. Um, I think I've only had the big ones with the five because these ones are more common. The small
Do
ones.
you prefer the big ones or the small ones?
I prefer the big ones because they have more surface area. Um,
Yes. I
um,
also agree.
yeah. Otherwise, I go through like the whole packet of the small ones because it's like they're tiny. I don't know. Maybe I just
Yeah,
have no
they're small.
self-control. Did the sec those? Okay, that one
No
says
restraint
size.
for the gum.
We've also got these ones in extra,
Yeah.
the tablets, but they're not.
Yeah, we also have those.
We have them like in a bottle though. So
In a bottle?
yeah, like a bottle. And sometimes you just
Oh,
see
is
them
it
people at school like walking around with their shakes.
is it kind of like
Yeah, we've got those bottles, but we've mostly got these ones I'm sending in chat as well. These are bottles. They look like straight up medicine
it,
bottles.
yeah, that looks like medicine.
Yeah,
What the hell?
that's our gum packaging. It's
That's
so
interesting.
I'll be reading like Wattpad fan fiction, and Ryan's like, "Oh my god, One Direction man gave me gum," and I'm like, "That man gave you like these weird tablets. What are you on about?" That's not at all romantic. But then I was like,
Those
"Wait,
are drugs.
quite literally though." It's so
You
funny
got
though.
drugged.
You'll be walking in school and hear someone's pockets shaking, and you're like, "Whoa."
That's what that really does look like medicine.
It is though. It's you just pretend like you're taking like a bunch of tablets in one go, and it's just you just put like 10 bits of gum in your mouth.
We also had just like this is the one. Like when you say gum, this is what I imagine. Is this guy right here?
Oh, those guys. We don't have those as gum. We have those as like normal candy.
Huh.
Like that
I
exact
mean, I guess
packaging.
they're technically candy.
Okay, but if it's gum, then it doesn't count. Ours is
They
consumable.
can like coincide.
Okay.
You can have gum candies.
Okay, because we have loads of candy that like has that exact packaging, like that texture of paper thing. Like
Yeah,
a
we
bunch
do.
of
We
brands
do
still have
too.
them, but we don't have gum versions. At least they're not common enough
Like
that, yeah.
like I'm thinking the what's it called? You know, not the Laffy Taffies. I don't know. We
We have
also
like
have candy in that packaging,
yeah, we have
but
like mint
everybody
stuff and like
doesn't want
caramel.
them.
Really? They're these really popular like
Yeah,
milk flavored ones. I don't think they're milk flavored, but they're called milk flavored.
milk flavored.
Yeah. I don't know what they're called. They're not milk flavored, but they're called milk flavored. uh
I'm trying to think of the one we have that's like it's a chocolate thing. It's straight up just like taffy chocolate, and it is terrible for your teeth in every way.
I mean, when it's a party and you've got like 1,000 of these, you know your teeth are messed up later.
Yeah, you
Milkshake
know.
chews. I think they're called
Does your Australian parties consist of candy?
as in do most parties consist of candy?
No, I don't think
Do
so.
your parties not have candy in them?
My parties do not have candy in them, unfortunately.
Okay. When you go to a party, like, I'm not talking like 18-year-old parties where like you got drink. Wait, your legal drinking age is different. Okay, I'm not talking like mature parties. I'm talking like when you're in high school and you're having a party. Even if it's just a bunch of like people hanging about in your backyard awkwardly. What food do you have out for people to eat usually?
Chips,
What's the culture? Chips.
chips,
Chips. Okay.
like like Doritos.
And stuff like that. Do you have like hot food, like finger food?
Is- we might. Depends.
If you're
The
feeling
one,
fancy.
a lot of the times it's dips, like kinds of dips for chips.
Okay. Huh. Okay, well, we're kind of similar. We usually have, yeah, Doritos, various chips, but then we also usually have like a party mix, like lolly snakes, um, various
What the
other.
fuck is a lolly snake?
You don't know what a lolly snake is? Oh my God, they're like the backbone of our country. Are you kidding me?
Lolly snake. Sorry, I looked up lolly snake and I got this.
What do you? Oh, the worst. Oh my God. I think your search history is influencing something here. No, these are lolly
Okay.
snakes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we like a
We call
pie.
them gummies,
Oh,
like
okay.
gummy worms.
Okay, gummy worms I think are a better name, but we call them lolly snakes. um,
Fucking
there's
lolly
usually a
snakes.
bowl of those. And because it's a party mix, people pick out like the good stuff and then leave back the bad stuff. Do you have milk bottle candy? Oh my God, I don't know.
What? Milk bottle candy?
Yeah, lollies in the shapes of milk bottles.
No.
They're so funny. Okay, with these in our culture, it's a hit or miss. You either love them or you either hate them. And you either don't care about people's opinions on them or you absolutely have the strongest opinion known to man about them. It's like, wait, you like them and proceed to just hate on the person for like 10 minutes straight at a party.
That's like that's like candy canes to us. Or not candy canes, candy corn.
Oh yeah, okay. We don't have them off that much in Australia, I don't think. But
Yeah, and like it is a big battle of if you like candy corn or not.
candy corn looks nice, so I think I want to like it.
It looks nice, but it's not too great. I enjoy them. Not too many of them, but like
Okay. These milk things gaslight me. I like think that I'm gonna like them because I think I liked them a bit as a kid, and then I have one and I'm like, never mind. So
do you guys have the wax bottle candies?
no, I don't believe so. Wax bottles?
Yeah, it's a candy that's like it's wax on the outside and on the inside it has like
Oh, what is that?
I don't know, some sort of liquid that's sugary. I
We do
don't know.
not have those. We don't have anything that's similar to that. We have like Coca-Cola bottles, but they're just like the milk bottles, but they're just candy that tastes like Coke.
Like Coke.
Yeah.
Okay, What's your main soda brand there?
Um, like, what do you mean? Like just brands of kids
Like,
soda that we have?
like, what is the head honcho? Because there's like Coke and Pepsi here. I don't know if it's any different for you,
Well, it honestly depends because we do have like Coke and Pepsi and like Fanta, Orange Fanta. Um,
but are Coke and Pepsi like the big brands?
Actually, no, I don't think so. They're all on like equal playing field, honestly.
Huh.
Like we don't have like a massive culture of Coke versus Pepsi or like if you brought Pepsi to a party, no one would be like, why didn't you bring Coke or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Okay.
It's very
Yeah.
there's no war. Like it's just like kind of whatever. Most of the time, people just bring like lemonade or something. The only
Okay.
diss is off-brand Coke. We have IGA, which is like
Off.
a a store, and they have
What
off-brand
is
Coke.
it? IGA.
Yeah, it's just a shopping store, and they have like home brand stuff, like a lot
Oh,
of it.
what the fuck?
And Woolworths has it. Well, Woolworths is another shopping store. They have like off-brand Coke. The off-brand like lemonade and stuff, they're actually pretty good, and like Fanta off-brand. But then like the Coke off-brand is kind of bad. But some people like it, so
Right.
it's like a crime. But that's the only
Yeah.
discourse we have.
Off-brand sodas are weird. It depends.
Yeah, I
Big
think
Red.
red.
IGA Big Red.
What's IGA?
Grape Dr. IGA.
What we don't have that much is Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper is my favorite soda.
I have to get some and try it because we do have them in Australia. They're just like a lot rarer, if that makes any sense, and
I
more expensive. So I guess if I
love.
see one, I'll have to do try a try a little taste
Yeah,
test.
you should try it. Not for everyone, but for me, I love it.
I need to see what the
Some people
hype's
kind of
about.
say it tastes like medicine, but I don't. I don't think so.
What is it? Someone that takes gum like medicine every morning, just 3 tablets. I've got another topic. I think I might have asked you
Yeah.
this once, like before, but like we kind of like went over it a little bit. What is up with your American targets? I swear to
What do you
God,
mean
I
with?
swear to God, everything I've ever seen in my entire life regarding America, everyone's like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna go to Target for that," but they're talking about like a screwdriver or something. Like people say they go to Target for the most random stuff, or they come out of Target with like these hauls, and I'm like, "What are you getting at Target? Like, why is there a Starbucks in Target? And why can you get like 10 trolleys worth of stuff at Target? Like Target, what is up with your Target?"
Target? I. I mean, it's just a store. I don't. There's not too
Everyone
much to say about
I've
it.
talked to about this. I'm like, what is up with the American Target? Everyone here is like, oh my God, yeah, what is up with the American Target? Like, something's up with your Target. I don't know how different it is to ours. Like,
I mean, it's one of those places that has like everything,
okay,
like everything that you could find. Beauty supplies, all the way to like construction supplies. It's kind of like,
construction supplies, because our Target is like everything, everything, but yours is like everything, everything, everything. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, people
yeah,
just go to Target and come out with the most random stuff, and I'm like, why are you going to Target for that? Why does your Target have that in the first place?
yeah. Our Target has quite the selection. And yes, we do have a Starbucks in nearly all of our Targets.
Like inside it
Um,
or like right next to it in like the outside
inside
area?
it.
Jesus Christ. When I
It's kind
come
of
to
like
America, I'm going to Target
our,
straight up.
our WalMarts have a lot of them have Subway in them,
Oh, that's so weird.
like a good amount of them. But Starbucks, uh, they get you with a refill. So if you stay there long enough, you can get like a refill of your drink
Oh,
for free.
okay.
I
Damn,
don't know.
that's crazy. That's actually so strange.
I don't know if there's any really odd odd things with Target that I can think of.
I mean, compared to our
I don't
Target,
know. I don't know what your store is like, so I have nothing to compare it to.
ours is like domestic, if that makes any sense. Like, you can get everything, everything, but like it's like cosmetics, clothes, shoes. stationery, homeware stuff like decor kind of stuff, pillows, books, toys, Lego, that kind of thing. But like, you don't really go more
Yeah.
than that.
I I mean, that's basically what our target is too.
Maybe you just have like more stock or something. Like,
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, I just see such weird stuff go through those doors on
I
media.
think people just enjoy talking about Target a lot.
It's such a
I
strange
don't know
concept.
why, but they do.
Is Target like culturally like a slightly fancier Walmart? Like barely in a difference, but like
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
It is the fancier Walmart. Walmart is like for the crazy people. Target is for the sane.
Okay. Yeah, we don't have a Walmart equivalent. Target's probably our lowest culture form of shopping. Um,
Wow.
we have Kmart, which is essentially Target, but slightly
What?
cheaper.
You guys have Kmart?
Yeah, do you guys have Kmart?
All of our cream. Okay. Maybe like a
I think we talked
few
about this very briefly because I think I remember you talking something about Kmart.
a few years ago, almost all of our Kmarts closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like all of them. I don't know.
Is it the same as our Kmart? Like it's basically like a Target, but like
Well, I remember Kmart being like shit.
I mean for us it's
Like it,
actually kind of epic because it is again Target but quite a bit cheaper, but it's basically the same thing. So like for us Target
yeah.
Kmart is our first, stop, and if
Looking
Kmart doesn't have
looking
it,
at
then Target.
looking at Kmart, all of our Kmarts say permanently closed. Every single one.
That's actually
Not a
kind of
single
funny.
one is open.
That's actually really funny.
Let
Our
me give
One of our shopping centers actually didn't have a Kmart because it was like directed to rich people, and then they opened a Kmart, and I was like, yes.
if you yeah. If you look here, Kmart, all of them say permanently closed.
Oh man, Kmart. It really just they didn't have a Starbucks in there anymore.
Completely.
That's why.
There there is no more
Oh, when you come to Australia, we can do a Kmart tour and just
Kmart tour.
rate American Kmart versus. I don't believe Kmart shut down on its own accord. I think Americans would love cheap home goods, honestly.
Yes, typically most of our Kmarts have turned into Targets.
Okay, well maybe you guys just like Target more. I don't know why.
Yeah, that I definitely think we do.
Oh, don't. What's this Kmart slander, please?
No, no more Kmart. We just don't like them.
That's so mean.
We hate them.
I've got another topic here. Now, this actually is very controversial in Australia. Um, I discovered this about America a few years ago and started implementing it in my daily routine, and I've been disowned by many of my friends because of it.
Okay.
How do you guys make tea?
What do you? I mean,
Okay, you
tea
wake up in the
bag.
morning and you're making tea. Walk me through the process of it.
Well, I guess if you have bought pre-made tea like already in the bag, you would just put hot water in a cup and put the tea bag in it.
Why do you call it pre-made tea?
I don't
Why
know
did you call it that?
because some people like to bag their tea grounds themselves.
But that's just called tea leaves and in tea bags.
Yeah,
Okay. And you okay. How is how do you make your hot water? That's the I think the bigger question here.
I just me personally, uh, from the sink.
Okay, but then how do you get from sink water to hot water? How do you heat your water?
I
How do
I
you
I
heat your water?
use I use the hot water from the sink.
You use hot water. You use
I
the
know.
hot water from the sink. So you like turn it on at full blast, let it like load, and then use the hot water from the sink. Now that's a new
Basically,
one. That's a new one. I have not. That is not very time efficient or efficient.
you said it's not time efficient.
It's not efficient. What? This is like a new one. Okay. The controversial one here in Australia is microwaving your water.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that. I was about to say microwave.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
controversial one.
Yeah, it warms the water. Whatever gets the water warm.
Because I don't know, in Australia and I guess in like the UK, you can boil it in a kettle, right?
Right.
But apparently America doesn't do that. They microwave it. That's the more
It
common
really
consensus.
depends on the person.
I think the common consensus is that a good majority of people microwave it. Um, and when I heard that,
I
I was
mean,
like,
I do.
that's a genius idea. Why didn't nobody tell me? Because sometimes, our because my kitchen is kind of fucked up, and we have to like wash a bunch of dishes before we use the water because the water our tap is just messed up. And so I can't be bothered to do that sometimes. So it's easier for me to just microwave it sometimes. And I was like, that's a genius idea. And then when I tell other people, they get so horribly offended at me for microwaving water. Um,
See, I don't have a kettle, so I couldn't even if I wanted to.
I mean, if you're dedicated, you use a pot. Or like some people put like the cup on the stove.
I mean, yeah, there's also like Keurig.
What's that?
What's a Keurig?
Yeah.
Huh. Keurig is like it's a coffee maker, but I guess you can put any kind of liquid in it, really. They get like you put this tiny cup in it that is filled with either coffee grounds or
You
tea
mean
leaves.
a coffee maker, like a coffee machine.
Yeah,
It's just,
kinda.
what do you mean kinda? It's a coffee machine, isn't it?
I mean, it's a coffee machine, but it's not like pot of coffee.
But coffee machines just like make cups worth.
Do you not have like potted coffee?
No, no, we don't. We have cups of coffee. Like our machines make cups. Like when you're like, yeah, you work at a cafe thing. Like the coffee machine there, you make cups of coffee and you give those to your
Right.
customers. We have like those at home, but like small ones.
Uh, this is
What the hell
like
is
a
that?
coffee pot.
I don't
It's so
think
you can make like an abundance of coffee.
we have those, but they're not as common.
Huh.
Like I'll show you. We kind of have. I mean, there's like loads and loads of brands and stuff, but like ours just kind of do single cups. I guess you can put like a pot under it and just like.
What is that? It looks like an espresso. That's an espresso machine.
No, we have those as just coffee machines, and you can put like different like if you get kind of fancier ones, you can get like the non-fancy ones would just like kind of put hot water through that little handle thing which has like grinds in it. But then if you get slightly fancy ones, it can like customize it for you to make it into different. What the hell is that?
This is an espresso maker, I guess.
What the hell is that? No, like this one he has a bit more of the smaller common ones. The one I sent you before is a bit fancier, but these are like a more common.
Okay.
and it usually has like a milk frother in it as well, and it just puts water through. But then if you get slightly fancier ones, it'll like do different servings or different concentrations, etc. But we
Yeah,
don't really have
no,
pots.
we either have pots or we have like the single cup servings with the Keurig.
That's so weird. Yeah, our single cups are more common, I guess. I've actually never worked out the logistics of a pot, because won't the whole thing get cold before you drink it all?
Um, no, because typically the bay of the coffee pot is heated,
Okay, so it's just like
so it
normal.
just
I was
stays hot.
I was always wondering about that because it's always in the movies, and I'm like, surely that thing gets cold by the time
I
you get
mean,
to it.
it does after a while, but typically it'll stay pretty pretty warm for a while.
That's useful. I usually just make. I have these massive mugs of tea, or like mugs, and I just make like a massive like serving and try to drink it all in one go before it gets cold. So I think that's a bit more
Yeah,
productive. How you guys do it? Oh, well, at
not
least I'm not alone in my microwave method.
none. You're not. If I do typically it's in the microwave,
Okay, when
I'm
you
not
make
gonna go and boil water.
tea, do you take out the tea bag?
No,
You leave it in
typically.
when you drink it.
It really depends, because if there is a time on the tea, then I will take it out. If it's like needs to simmer for 30 minutes, leave it there for 30 minutes or whatever.
30 minutes.
30 minutes is just a time that I threw out there, not an actual an actual like
What's your
time estimate.
longest time of tea? What the hell?
I work at a tea shop, okay?
Okay, fine. Well, I guess I'll trust your opinion. Well,
Yeah.
I've got a tea connoisseur friend who absolutely slanders me for everything I do, my entire tea making method. I leave my tea bags in my like black tea mostly.
Yeah.
I leave them
All right.
in there.
I have a message for that person. Shut up.
I also like maximize efficiency. With like instant coffee, me and my friend actually, we like while we wait for the water to boil, we prepare the cup and we put like the instant coffee like powder, then the milk and the sugar, which is like the most horrible mix of combination. And then you put the water in later, and everyone's like, "That's an illegal move," but like technically, it's not that illegal. It just looks kind of weird at the start, and you gotta trust the process.
I don't know. Whatever gets it done, you
Yeah.
know?
Like sometimes when I wait for the water to boil, I have the tea bag and I put like the milk in, and it looks really weird. But then like you put the water in and it's fine. It's just time efficiency,
Whatever gets me the drink is
literally.
whatever I'll take it as.
Once
We
my
also do pour overs.
what are they?
Do you know what a pour over is?
Maybe I mean you guys say have weird names for things. Oh, okay. I know what they are, but I don't think it's common practice here unless you're like some coffee, coffee guru connoisseur.
Yeah, and we'll do it at my shop, but not like always. We try to avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean we do that in the science lab when we purify chemicals. But yeah, we don't have that's not our common practice in daily household activities.
Yeah, no.
Like
Typically not
in fact
anyone.
once that same friend that slanders me for my tea making skills, I knew that they weren't gonna accept my tea, but I gave it to them morning because they sleep in a lot. When they slept over, I gave it to them and I was like, I know you're not going to drink it, but at least the pure adrenaline that your body will produce in hatred of the tea you're about to taste will wake you up. And they
Fair
tasted it
enough.
and they didn't drink anymore and they were just like insulting me for the rest of the morning. Like that was the worst tea I've ever tasted in my entire life. And I'm like, you're awake at least.
I guarantee you, if you were to just give them it and say, "Hey, this was made with a kettle," and they had it, they could not tell the difference.
Surely, right? I don't
It's
know.
water. I mean, there's different tasting water, but at the end of the day, it is still just hot water.
Yeah. I mean, this is a friend that literally puts a timer on for every time. Like they check the tea packet or Google it to see the exact time they have to leave it in for, then gets a timer and sits there and waits for the tea to reach that time.
Yeah, no, that's too much.
Yeah. I don't know. I just, yeah, we got to make each other tea one day and do like a taste test.
Tea taste test.
Yeah, see if my tea is actually bad.
It probably isn't. That person's just a snob. You hear me? You're a snob.
Oh, oh, shut up, Google. No, Google.
Make sure they watch this. I need them to know they're a snob.
I will tell them. They'll probably. I don't think American in Australia hold much of a valuable opinion, but
Nah,
but I'll
that's
let them
alright.
know. They'll probably just say he's an American. I don't value his opinion. I'll be like, fair enough, man.
You know what? I do have a question. Is like American like it's become like a slur almost to like call someone American.
um, Look, when we say
I
that,
don't take offense to it. Like
when
that's
we
fine.
say
I
that, I
don't care.
think
Americans suck.
we refer more to you like your Texan kind of countries, the ones in the middle. Um,
Oh, okay.
you
The
know what I mean?
Midwest, the
Yeah,
red. We
yeah,
call
yeah,
those the red states.
yeah. The red states, I think, like the ones that haven't had more than like a secondary school education, Um, but I don't know. We don't really say like you're such an like American. Like we don't use it. We just kind of say other things that I think Americans would also participate in. Like we would say, oh, let me think of an example. I don't know, like those people that like do like natural medicine. I don't know, and then they're like I guess a lot of Midwest Americans kind of do that. But then we would just say, oh, you're one of those people that do natural medicine kind of thing, rather than oh, you're like an
I
American.
I
We do more
guess it's more of
specific.
like we like an anti-vaxxers are kind of what we
Yeah, so we would say,
see.
oh, you're an anti-vaxxer rather than oh, you're like an American. But the American slander does exist, but it's very jokingly. I think it's more ironic now.
Yeah, I don't mind it because I fucking hate it here.
Yeah.
I don't. Doesn't matter to me.
I mean, I think
All of it's shit.
the Americans who do take offense in the American slander are part of the problem. So I
Yeah,
don't trust anyone who takes the American slander seriously.
like I don't care. I'm not that proud of my country.
Yeah, you guys microwave your tea. I don't know. I can trust anyone. Uh, I've actually got another point. Now this is also a very I love anything high school related. Okay, this is like a guilty pleasure of mine. I love reading the
Okay.
high school AUs on Wattpad.com. But how do your high school lockers work? Like I think it's very similar to us, but like your lockers.
I mean, depends on the school, but it's just a locker with a lock on it, not like a turn dial, whatever it's
Are they
called.
part of the locker?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
like I said, it varies school to school, but my school had it connected into the locker.
Okay. And then
But
they're just like in the hallways of your school.
yeah, they're just in the hallway.
And I presume that your schools like have a lot of hallways.
I mean,
So
Yet
they just
again, that's another like varies school to school. My school was kind of just like intersecting hallways floor to floor. So it would be like, how do I explain it? So take a box,
yes.
and on the outside of that box, on the edge is like a hallway, and think in the middle of that box, there's one more hallway going through it. So it's
Yeah.
connecting two sides.
Okay.
That's kind of about it.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, so I guess it's pretty similar to us. Our lockers mostly, more often than not, hasn't got a locker connected to it, like a lock connected to it, and you attach your own. But
huh. Okay. And then like our special ed kids, uh, they get a key,
okay,
so it's more accessible to them to open it.
yeah, okay, yeah. More often than not, like I didn't have a locker on my locker for like, was it 5 out of the 6 high school years because I couldn't be bothered. Um,
Yeah, no.
because I just
I
did.
I didn't even use my locker.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, that's another thing. You guys like have bags at school, right? Like you walk around with a bag.
No, not typically.
Really?
They try to avoid you having a bag.
I mean,
And yet again, that's another thing of the school shootings in America.
oh, has it like changed?
Like,
Because yeah, like in movies and TV shows, they have like the bags with them in class and stuff.
uh, they try to avoid that as much as possible. Um, it's sad to say, but yeah, school shootings is a huge problem in America
Yo,
just because of gun laws and how easily accessible a gun is.
yeah.
Um,
Whoops.
it is made fun of a lot by other countries, and it's like, okay, it's not it's not cool to make fun of because a lot of people die in those.
Yeah.
Not very cool.
A lot of
I'll make
our
fun of it. I'll be like, haha.
we don't. I don't think I've really heard any making fun of. It's more the extent of the making fun of is like the are you like sincerely kidding me? Like kind of making fun of like the surely it's like the ridiculousness, like the awe of ridiculousness is kind of the extent that we make fun of school shootings, as in it's like
Yeah, it's
another
like
one, like are you kidding
it's so
me?
crazy that it happens
Yeah. I
in the
don't think
first place.
I've really
Yeah,
heard. I mean, there probably are people that make jokes of it. It's just not my crowd, where it's just that, yeah, we don't really make fun of it in the way of like, wow, cringe, or like couldn't be us kind of
yeah,
thing. It's more, are you kidding me? Than another one, or like we look at the numbers and we're like, these are such stupid statistics. Are you kidding me? Kind of make
yeah,
fun of, but it's not actually
and
make
it
fun of.
definitely is because of how easily accessible a gun is.
Yeah, because
And
like it's so easy. You just put one in your bag and walk along. You'd never know.
you could, and that's why a lot of American schools started to have uh, metal detectors.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's crazy. I think a lot more now media like TV shows and stuff have that, whereas a bit of some of the older
Yeah, and
stuff don't have them.
especially in like big cities, that's where they have them the most. Like my school didn't have it, but I know of schools that did.
That's crazy. Yeah. We don't have that, obviously. We also we just carry it's just culture for us to carry all our stuff in our hands. So that's why when I saw like people had bags. Like it's not we can have bags, we just no one does. So I was like,
Right,
because some people like have because it's quite common, especially at the start of high school, because you're new. You like have your laptop bag. So some people have like laptop bags that they like put over their shoulder, and some people that want to they like put their books in there, and that evolves into them kind of having a satchel. But that's the most that we go with bags. No one really has backpacks.
right,
Anyways, yeah, that's about it's yeah, not many people do that. So I just kind of walk around with like 12 kilos in my arm, and I just walk across
right.
campus. Um,
That's kind of how I was too. Like we typically have binders, but
yeah,
I just refused. So I ended up carrying a whole lot around.
yeah, yeah,
But there's also times where I just had a pencil on me, and that's it.
Uh,
Um,
yeah.
my question is, do you guys also hate the UK?
I think it depends on the person. There's no cult. Maybe like for adults, like who have been alive longer. But my age group, I don't think so really. There's no like actual specific. I think it's more American slander, but like even then, it's not that that much.
It's
Like
for
it's a
some
joke
reason
of like,
Americans are like, as soon as the UK is mentioned, every American will become 10 times more patriotic
really?
just just because of how much we just dislike the UK. And at this point, it's more of a joke than
Yeah.
anything. We're just like, yeah, America.
Yeah,
But we
we
do it with no other country, just the UK.
I don't know, I don't think that many people in Australia are patriotic. I think if you're patriotic in Australia, I don't know, like that's a red flag, kinda.
I mean, what's there to be? Has Australia been in any wars
We
other
help
than,
we help out in
the
wars.
emu one?
We help out in wars. We get the like the um
Right.
why are we getting involved kind of debate,
Oh, okay.
but it's kind of like I
Yeah.
don't know. We do like
Meanwhile, the US is
humanitarian
like,
help.
let's start a war.
Yeah, we do humanitarian help that kind of ends up being like, let's just send some troops like, to help out, and everyone's
Yeah,
like,
you kind of get dragged into it.
yeah, but I don't know. That's never really a point of contention. We're more like climate change stuff. Where we're like, are you kidding me? With our prime ministers, but then that's kind of it. I don't know. I don't think we have any.
Right.
I mean, we haven't got like patriotism drilled in our brains like Americans do. Wait, is it real that you guys do the chanting, the anthem thing? Is that what that's called for you guys? The anthem? The song?
Yeah, we do have an anthem.
The song thing that you guys stand up and
And yeah, at the beginning of every school day, we would stand up, put our right hand onto our heart, and do the national anthem.
really like over the
But
loudspeaker.
yeah,
I thought that was like
uh,
a myth.
no, that's
That's so
real.
weird. What the
Uh,
hell?
yeah, almost cultish, right?
Yeah, just a little.
Um, I didn't really do it much. People kind of disliked. Well, I lived in a majority of minority school, so it was a lot of people of color and um, people in the LGBTQ community.
Yeah,
So majority of us never even stood up, except for like the real
the real Americans.
yeehaw type American people.
Oh, that's so. I mean, I've seen it like in movies and stuff, like at like the sports games, and I was like, okay, fair enough. Like you have a sports game every now and then, but like then I heard that you guys were in class like a few years ago, and I was like, that's so weird.
Yeah, and it's a different song too.
What do you mean? Isn't it
So
just the one guy?
school song is like school is like I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to a republic for something stands one nation under God indivisible and liberty and justice for all. And you say that every morning um before the day starts for school. And then it's sport game it's like, oh, say can you see
Yeah, I know that
that
one.
song.
I know that one. Okay. We have an Australian anthem, but I could not tell you a single line. Um, I think I knew it when I was younger because I think you kind of learn it in primary school just because it's like oh, you're a kid. Did you know you live in Australia? Um,
Yeah.
but then like after a year, the novelty kind of dies, and then you just never sing it again. And by the time you graduate, you're like, I have no idea what the song is, and like we never sing it anywhere. Like even at sport games, I don't think we sing it ever.
it
So,
it's like a lot of it is just to like honor our troops.
okay, I
Um,
guess that's fair enough. But like
but
the extent you
it's
guys
like,
commit,
mm, yeah,
like imagine
literally.
working at the White House. Should you do that like every morning, like properly, or
Probably.
even at
You
like
know, I haven't
those
thought of that. If you're
egg
in the White
shows?
House, maybe it's like you suck Biden's dick every morning. I don't
Yeah, like
I don't know.
what's it called? Like if you go to like an act like school that like I don't know, like a predominantly white school. I don't know if that's even feasibly possible in America, but like
Those do exist.
really? Are they like
Yeah.
accidentally all white or
Uh
exclusively all white?
it's just like it just so happens to be an area where it's more of
Okay,
like a rich neighborhood, which,
okay.
you know,
And so then,
America
yeah,
America makes minorities dirt poor because of jobs and
yeah,
whatnot. So you get a lot of white privileged kids in these like, high price schools.
yeah. So imagine like those
Um
schools probably commit to the song.
oh yeah. No, though they're like diehard Americans over there.
Damn, that's so strange. Our school, we have like accidentally all white schools. Like, as in like 99% of students are all white, by accident.
Now now I've heard that Australia is very racist
It really actually depends on the guy that you're talking to. Um, it
cuz
it is
I
generally good depending on where you are, and most of the time, oh, you good? Most of the time,
yeah,
yeah, most of the time, honestly, it's not that bad on surface level. But if you do go to a very specific community, or you go to like that one, I don't know, restaurant that is known for, harboring those kind of people, like more racist people, or you have like your casual, occasional guy yelling at you on the street or something. Then
right.
there is like systematic racism, etc., and stuff like that, but it's not as obvious. But like blatant racism that
Right.
like I'm like sincerely terrified of in America that I see, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why is it so in your face? Like, why are people yelling? You know what I mean? Like, we don't get that much in Australia.
Yeah,
Like I've never seen someone be racist to someone else, like on the train, for example. Like I've never seen that. I've never like I would be the person who would stand up for someone on the street. I've never had to do that just because I've never seen it in the first place. And then as
right.
someone who is not, white, I have also never actually even experienced racism like that. So it's like I don't think it's, as bad if you are in the right place, you know what I mean? Like majority of the place is
Yeah.
okay for like face value racism, but there is systematic stuff and stuff like that. But like you don't notice
I
that.
I have a friend, an Asian friend, and they lived in Australia for a while, and they said it is the worst like racist stuff they've ever received, which is interesting to me because I didn't know that.
I think
Um,
it really depends, I guess, where you live and who you interact with and stuff like that. And I guess I have only lived like 18 years of a life. So I guess when I go into more adult professional places, there might be more, you know what I mean, kind of
right,
thing going on. Um, so I suppose that there is something then. Also, like I guess if you are in like a more richer school, the pressure is there to perform well, and so you've got like a bunch of other people of color and a bunch of other white kids as well going at you. Like everyone's just racist to each other at that point. Um,
right.
that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, so far I haven't actually experienced anything, which I guess is something because I feel like if I stepped in Australia, I would at least get verbally assaulted. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah,
It's yeah, in our area of the United States, I live in a blue state, which
yeah,
is um
I know that much about. I know what blue state means.
yeah, well, you know, we're a lot more accepting
Liberal.
of people. Yeah, and liberal and conservative. Uh, like the Midwest is very
Yeah,
conservative
yeah,
due to, you know, their long history of slavery and whatnot. Um, but it's it is pretty bad there,
yeah. I'm
and
very aware of that sort of stuff. It's crazy though how America is so different like that.
yeah, no, it's sad. It's very sad of how bad it actually is.
Yeah,
As a white male, I haven't had to experience that kind of stuff. Um, but seeing as majority of my friends are people of color, I've heard it. I've been around it, and it's sad, very sad, and it sucks that it's such a big problem in America,
yeah. It quite is.
unlike other countries.
I think yeah, we're okay with the more blatant stuff. We don't have that much of that unless you're in the kind of wrong place, wrong time kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like even at our school where I live, it's again, it's kind of like accidentally white. Like it's, I think it's just location wise. A lot of people live more in the city because we're a bit out, and like our
Mhm.
school is like 99% white, and like there's no racism. I think if anyone was like actually racist, like everybody would like start yelling at that one person, and that one person would shut up for the rest of their life because they'd be so humiliated. So
Right.
that kind of thing. Like if someone was racist, it'd be like that. But then you get like the small systematic racism, like the teachers would like, I don't know, like very very specific stuff that you wouldn't even realize. Like beats me really
Right.
honestly, but like yeah, some stuff like that.
That yeah. I wish it was more like how it is for you. I'm hoping that someday it does become much better, seeing as there's so much like interracial marriages, and
Yeah,
at, there's going to be some point where there is not a single like 100% white person
yeah. Honestly,
at
yeah.
some point.
I mean, Australia is very like diverse because like if you step on the train, like the trains, like my suburbs train station, everybody there will be white. But then you go like 5 train stations in, and already like the carriage is like 5% white. Honestly, like it's like at you don't really have an excuse to be racist anyways at a certain point because it's like everyone is literally not white. So it's like
Right.
there's no point in being racist really. It's your own detriment at that point if you're looking at a technical standpoint rather than a moral standpoint.
Right.
But
Is it like what is the other percentage other than white people? Is
uh,
it predominantly Asian?
predominantly, yeah, Asian, as in like Indian people and stuff like everyone in like
Right.
yeah. I think black people are probably our minority because I really have not
Is
seen
it
that many black people
right?
in my life, like IRL, in real life. I really have not seen that many. That's probably quite a bit of a minority. Um, but yeah, so I don't know why. We do get a lot of like Australian Aboriginals, but our Australian Aboriginals are very like mixed, and they also present very different. So you can't actually sometimes tell if they are
Right.
like at face value. So it's like, but yeah, most of our percentages, like white people are quite, maybe like 30%, 40%, so like a bit less than half. But at points they can be minorities. It's quite weird, like interesting
Right.
to see that like when you see it like at the train station, you're like, whoa, there are no white people
Yeah.
here. But
I just want to let it be known this entire conversation was started with, do you guys have bagged milk?
I know, right? I was gonna say because I have to like leave soon, and this is our end point. Uh,
This is our endpoint.
well, I mean, we
Well,
can always do another episode one day because I've still got to figure
yeah,
out
I was about to
topics.
say I can always come on again and we can
Have more conversations.
this time talk about like art or something.
Yeah, I've literally got here like Christmas. So like we can think of really
There's
funny
more to
ones.
go over.
I mean, look, America is very different to Australia, I think. So, and I've got lots of questions
Yeah,
again. Some things just don't add up with your American cultures.
yeah, and I have a lot of answers,
Yeah, if you have any Australian
and some that even
experiences,
I'm confused about.
we can do research together. I think, oh, have you seen, probably haven't seen it, but have you seen like advertisements, the show Heartbreak High on Netflix? Is that what it's called?
What? Heartbreak High?
Is that what the show's called, or have I just like pulled the name out of my arse?
You might have. I have no idea.
No, it
Wait,
is. It's
yeah,
called Heartbreak
Heartbreak
High
High.
on Netflix. It's
What
like
is
it
this?
got quite popular on Netflix and all over TikTok. It was like because it's based in an Australian school. It's like a high school thing. And
Huh.
it's like Euphoria, but make it Australian. But like
Euphoria, but
it's like
Australia.
Euphoria X, like sex ed education, like the show. Um, so it's like what's it called? But yeah, it got really popular when it came out, and so all over TikTok, a lot of Americans and like UK people were like, "What the hell?" Are, like half of these Australian terms, and like, what is this Australian school? Like, why is it so different to us? And I'm like, it's just an Australian school. What are you on about? And so like, I don't know, I feel like if people actually consumed more like Australian culture, I guess because it's the media is very American dominated. Like, I think you would have like a
Right.
lot more questions as well, because Australian culture is very different to American,
Here's
especially like the
here's the
small
thing.
stuff.
I also watch a lot of Australian YouTubers.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
like
struggle with
the
that.
entirety of the Misfits is
Oh,
Australian.
yeah, I'm always with
Um,
American YouTube, so I'm like, I have no idea what half of these people are talking about.
yeah, and I guess I'm like, you know, maj- majority of the consumption that I have is like European in some way. But
Huh.
of course, there's like Markiplier. I fucking love Markiplier.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I think if you actually look at Australian culture, it gets really strange. And I don't even realize how strange it is until someone's like, wait a second. And I'm like, actually, when you bring it up, it is kind of weird that we do that.
I think people, when looking in on their culture, sometimes it'll be like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
literally.
why? So, like the thing with the national anthem. It's like, why do we do this? This is really dumb.
And really strange. Like, it's literally like a method of I mean, if you think about it every morning, like, that does stuff to your brain in some sort of way.
Yeah, and it man, what's the word?
Condition?
Condition something with the brain. It like
Brainwash.
brain, yes, it brainwashes you.
Well, I mean, yeah, if the fact that you guys make it normal, and then when literally every non-American hears about it, they're like, "What the hell?" I think that says something about it.
Yeah. And if there's any Americans listening to this, you know it's true. Shut your ass up.
Yeah, I mean, my
You
audience
know
is
it's
like
right.
80% Americans, so 80% of the people watching this will understand you.
Yeah. You're fine. Sit down for the national anthem. There's no veterans coming back to haunt you from the dead.
I don't think you're saving anyone either, as long as you're respectful.
If you're
It's
if you're
just
respectful towards like you're like, yes, I appreciate the ones that came before me and helped make sure my country didn't become
something
I don't know,
else.
like Nazis or some bullshit. Um,
Yeah.
like that's great. I'm happy about that. And like my grandfather was in Vietnam, even though that war was kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Um, and then like the world wars that you know
That's good.
those sucked.
Good on everybody for respecting. But like I don't know about singing a song every day.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a bit much.
I think that's dumb.
Like we have Anzac Day. We have like a few days in the year that we like have a holiday. We do like marching. Well, we don't do marching, but like, the cadets and stuff like that do the marching.
Right.
And there are some like
And
presentations, but that's like 2 days in a year.
yeah, we also we have like Veterans Day and then the 4th of July.
Yeah.
But then we do everything else on top of that.
Yeah. I don't know. Singing a song in unison every morning,
It's cult.
it
It's
reminds me of
literally
something.
like cult.
Starts with C, ends in alt. I don't know,
Yeah,
America.
weird.
Anyways, I think I have to go to work now, actually. Not to say
You
you
get
do.
going to work.
Oh, what, you're gonna go to bed? What is it? It's like
It's
4 p.m.
4:22 p.m.
Look,
I'm not going to bed.
you have a little nap.
I could have a nap.
Yeah, have a little nap.
But I'm probably gonna go play tennis with my friend.
Tennis. Okay.
Tennis, yeah.
Okay. I don't know. You could go play rugby. What do you play in America? Is it football?
We don't have rugby.
Isn't rugby American?
What? No.
What do you got? What's the
We have
one with the ball?
football.
Football. Like,
Football.
that's so strange.
It
No, wait, is
not
your
like
football
I
the
don't
one
know.
with soccer? The round ball?
No, we call soccer soccer. Well, we call football soccer, but then we have football.
Huh. Okay, we're gonna have to have this conversation in the next episode because my whole world has just been shattered. I'm so
Shattered.
confused. Okay, your sports confuses me, man. We'll go play
Yeah, me
tennis.
too.
Go play with your balls.
And- okay, I will. I will do
It's
that.
nice talking to you again.